Hi, and welcome to this Google News Initiative Verification Challenge. My name is Miguel D'Souza. I'm a news teaching fellow, and I'm going to guide you through this guide to retrieving timestamps from social media posts to sharpen up your verification skills. These skills will also help you as you go through the 2022 Verification Challenge with the Google News Initiative. Now, later on, you can polish up your skills in our Verification Challenge, but first, we're going to give you a little lesson in a key skill, and then afterwards, get you to stick around for a little competition part, which involves another platform called Quizzy. Now, this is really important, this bit. Please remember that you're watching this video on YouTube, but our quiz will actually be done on a separate site called Quizzy. So be prepared. Open that in a new tab. I'm going to give you a lot of time later on to do that, but just want to give you a heads up about that right now. Also, it might work best if you do have two devices, a laptop or an iPad, as well as your telephone. Today, we are going to look at how you can check timestamps for social media platforms. This can be really, really useful in verifying when exactly a post went up. Now, importantly, as you know, we all live in different time zones. In some cases, like with YouTube, you need to convert the time into your local time in order to be able to understand it. Now, we're going to look at different tools for doing that, but let's get started. Now, on Twitter, there is a fairly straightforward way of mousing over the date or time to get the tooltip to show you the exact upload time. The time shown is based on the time zone our device is set to, so if the uploader is from a different time zone to ours, we'll just need to simply convert that time. So as you can see on screen there's a timestamp beside the Twitter handle at the top of the tweet. Now, it will be either the duration since it was posted or the date that it was posted. With Facebook, it's a little like Twitter, and we can similarly get the exact upload time simply by mousing over the date or time. Now again, Facebook shows us the time based on the time zone our device is set to. But as you can see on this example, if you hold your cursor over that timestamp, you get a tooltip showing you the exact time. Now with YouTube, it was a little bit trickier because YouTube shows you only the date a video is uploaded. Now, in this case, we need to rely on a third-party tool called InVID to get the upload time. In this case, you then you open up InVID, which is a Chrome desktop extension, and you then open up the video analysis tab to drop your video link into it, and then you simply hit submit. What will happen there is you will get a results page with a video upload time. Now, because InVID shows it to you in UTC, you'll need to convert it to your local time. Now, I hope that you were able to remember from all the different ways each social media platform looks at timestamps. With that, let's update things to stuff that maybe, some of you younger generation enjoy. Let's have a look at Instagram and TikTok. Now, just like with other social media platforms, you'll need to check the timestamp on your laptop by opening the Instagram post on your web browser. You'll see the time or date at the bottom of the post. So, as you can see in the example there, the Instagram timestamp is below the content. Now, all you do is you right-click on the time or date, and you can select Inspect. And here, you can see a pop-up which opens up on the side, and automatically the date time bar is highlighted for you. All you have to do after that is to convert the time from UTC to local time. And lastly, we're going to head over to TikTok. Unlike other social media platforms, TikTok uses a very different way of indexing the upload times. But first, you need to click on the individual post and not view it on your feed or the user's main profile page. Again, this has to be done on your laptop's web browser. You'll see why verification does involve use of more than just, say, a telephone. Now, once you've opened the post you want, right-click on the video and select View Page Source. A tab will open up to show you the source code. Now, don't panic if you don't see the option to select View Page Source after right-clicking the video. You can actually copy the video URL into a new tab and then add directly in front of the URL view-source : and hit enter. Have a look on screen. There's an example right there in front of you. Now, to be safe, make sure that you check the caption or hashtag for the post is located right next to the create time. That confirms that the create time you found is the upload time. Does that make sense? You can see it on screen there. Have a really good look at what's on screen, just so you understand exactly how to extract that. Now, once you have it, then you head over to unixtimestampconverter.com and pop it in there. And from there, you're able to convert it into a time such as UTC or perhaps your local time. Okay. Now, are you ready to be tested? What you need to do is go to quizzy.com, key in the code that you see on screen, input the nickname that you've chosen, and you'll have 3 minutes to get your answer. Scores will be tallied throughout all the tutorials on the leaderboard that you can see on screen. And good luck. So, again, as I'll remind you, because you do have a fair amount of time here, just go to quizzy.com at the URL that you can see on screen. Please key in the code that you can see. Input your nickname, which you've chosen for the competition. You'll have 3 minutes to get your answer ready, and you're going to need that time. Scores are going to be tallied throughout all the tutorials on the leaderboard that you can see on that bit.ly link on screen. And we know many of you are success focused, and so we definitely want you focused on that leaderboard. So, just to repeat, go to quizzy.com, key in your code, input your nickname, and get ready, sit tight, get ready to submit your answer. You want to hear that again? Why not? Just remember, go to quizzy.com, key in the code, input your nickname, and remember, you have 3 minutes to answer the question that will be asked. Now, remember, it is now counting down, and this only is the period which we've set aside just for you to actually get ready. That's how generous we are. So, 30 seconds to go. Hopefully you are in Quizzy and you are inputting your nickname and getting ready to answer the question. Isn't this exciting? Now, which satellite tool are you going to use? And will you have a perfect record on the tally board? That's all we care about. Okay, 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, and let's get cracking. I think we've waited long enough. Okay, so this video from BTS was posted to Instagram and TikTok on the same day. On which of those platforms was it posted first? Now, if you can take your eyes off BTS long enough to get started, you've got 3 minutes. Now I'm going to go through all of the different strategies you can use. Do you remember exactly how to extract the time code from Instagram? And how about TikTok? And here's a clue. They were two quite different methods. Instagram involved extracting the date and time directly out of the post, whereas TikTok involved converting a Unix timecode. And that's the only hint I'm going to give you, but it's probably the only hint you'll need. But you know what? Like the rest of the world, you're probably so distracted by BTS that you haven't even started solving it. I know I am. But seriously, you've got under 2 minutes, and this one is one of those ones that's going to require each and every one of those seconds. So if you have been wasting your time watching BTS like me, you could well run out of time. However, if you're serious about this challenge, and I know you all are, you know that 1 minute and 30 seconds is all you've got left, and you have to establish which platform this came out on. Will you extract it from the source code in Instagram, or will you convert it from a Unix timecode of TikTok? And either way, wouldn't it be great if the prize for this was a BTS concert? But no, it's not. All it is you have the privilege of knowing that you will be the person that will know exactly which social media platform is the one to keep an eye out for if you want to see a BTS update first. Now, I will tell you that we are under a minute to go, so hopefully you have almost finished the last touches of your solution. And of course, what's going to happen straight after this is I'm actually going to show you how to solve these. So look, it doesn't matter if you don't get it. You'll at least learn something along the way. And sometimes that's a pretty good way to go too. So we have under 30 seconds to go. Do keep an eye on the clock. If you are working to time, you have 20 seconds to go, starting now. So we're getting down. The clock is counting down. Remember the video from BTS, we want to know whether it was posted to Insta or TikTok first, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to solve it. And hopefully you got the right answer. Whew. So let's have a look at the solution. Okay, let me just recover for a second after looking at BTS so often. Aren't they just fantastic? Now, are you curious as to how we got the answer? Well, let's show you how we did it. First up, let's have a look at the at Instagram. You can see here, open the Instagram URL in a browser, right-click on the Insta post and click Select. In the code, search Control F on a PC or Command F if you are on a Mac, and look for date time. You'll find the time in UTC right there. So you can see that it converts to 1500 hours, 50 seconds on the 2nd of September 2021. Now, let's have a look at TikTok. UTC, no help there. You're going to have to work with Unix timecode, right? Okay, so open the TikTok URL, click on the video to get the original post, right-click on the video and select View Page Source to show a tab opening the source code. Now, it's over to a Unix time converter. Now, if you didn't see the View Page Source, copy the video URL in the new tab and type directly view-source : before the URL, then hit enter to get to the source code page. In the source code, again, use your find command for the first create time. And after the create time, you'll see a 10-digit number. In this case, 163.059.4938, following create time. Now, that's a time code. So, over to the Unix time converter, where we enter that code and we get a human readable format of September the 2nd, 2021 at 3:02:18 p.m., which tells us, oh, there they are again, aren't they lovely, that Instagram was first. Did you get that right? I bet you did. Look, all I can say is thank you, everyone. That was a fun challenge, and I've got to say I would love to try that all over again. But for you, I hope you got it right, and are looking forward to the next challenge. Anyway, thank you very much for taking part in this challenge. If you want to check the leaderboard, look no further than the URL you see on screen there. And if you want to keep track of your progress throughout Chapter 1 and beyond, we would ask you to bookmark that link. Next up as well, if you do have any questions at all, there is a fantastic FAQ page on our website, but if you find that doesn't answer every query, you can simply email our amazing team at gniVerificationChallenge@themasterplan.com.sg. And that's it for today. I really hope you found it a fruitful and useful learning experience. I look forward to seeing you again and again and again, but at the same time tomorrow for our next quiz that will focus on reverse image search. And see you tomorrow.